Good evening. Welcome to your Ass Hurts News Network. Coming to you live from the tip top of Cock Tower Square with your host, Sergeant Friday. Sarge, how you doing?
Cletus, I'm doing awesome. Both of my ears are present, front and center. How about you?
Both of mine are here and intact.
I that was the most wild ear piercing seminar I'd ever seen in my life.
Right?
And in today's day and age, piercing the ear in all kinds of different places is considered fashionable. So
Yeah, if
we
that
don't
shit
know.
happened to me, I would put the caliber of bullet that it was, I would put a casing in that fucking hole.
I'd hang a full bullet from my ear. Or you can hang an AR-15 from there, and then down below that, the bullet.
Yeah, but then that would just make you a terrorist because you have an AR on you.
Ah, fucking AR-15. Yeah, and as we were pointing in the off screen chat, I think what saved Trump's life wasn't so much that the guy missed the first time, but the preceding two shots that he fired. One of them went through the head of a father who was there to protect. He was gonna lay over his kids and his family,
I
and he
would have
got
to
shot right in the back of the fucking head. And if that bullet wasn't caught by his head, I believe that bullet would have hit Trump and taken Trump out.
I would have to look at the layout of the stands versus the podium because if I'm not mistaken, the podium's sitting just slightly forward of the far left edge of the stands, which gave that guy a clear line of sight to Trump, in my opinion. I'd have to go look at it again, but
Yeah,
I could swear,
there is a guy that drew this out in an animation
yeah.
to show the line of sight from the gun. So yeah, it's possible that guy's what I saw was inaccurate. I mean, that's the catch-22 with the early on stuff that we're seeing. We don't know. And
Well, at 450 feet, he wasn't a very good fucking shot. So I would say the poor guy that lost his life was just not an intentional hit. You know what I mean? You'll never convince me of that. I think he just fucking he started shooting, and that poor guy wound up catching it. But
yeah, maybe we'll see. I don't know that I think everybody mistakes 450 feet as an easy shot, and I just totally disagree with that. That's if you go deer hunting, 450 feet, it's a tough shot to take the deer down with one shot. And at a distance, when you're on a roof and you're in the heat, and you're scared, and you're all nervous, and your adrenaline's pumping, and you're obviously not a skilled marksman. I mean, he's a 20-year-old kid. What skills did he have with firearms? That would need to be discovered. But that shot with just a slight variance on your sighting in on your target and any wind would cause interruption of that bullet's trajectory. I think that's kind of not an average man shot 450 feet.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I
Your
may assume
practice,
I
are you not a practice shooter?
I probably I wouldn't consider myself in practice right now, but I'm fairly confident I could I could hit a target within a pretty good center mass on 5 or 10 rounds from 450 feet.
Center mass isn't someone's head though. You're talking about the body. He hit the target. He just didn't hit the bullseye. So he hit like throwing darts. He hit the upper ring of the target. He didn't hit anywhere in the bullseye area or any of the key. And so the human head is how big around? The size of a bowling ball
Uh,
at
I'm,
450 feet. I think that's not if you're a practice shooter like they claim Harvey Oswald was, right?
yeah.
And you've got a place to practice shooting that gun, which we don't know if this kid did he go to gun ranges? What practice did he
Yeah,
have?
well, I mean that's at the end of the day we don't know anything yet, right?
Right.
I'm really curious to find out more about him because more than anything, I'm curious to know if he had the ability, if he was a practiced marksman, even amateurly,
Yeah,
and had the ability to do that, and that would indicate a couple of different things potentially. But I am curious to know more about it.
I think people extrapolate what they see in the movies as knowledge to a particular, not you personally, but I'm saying many people think.
No, I agree.
I
I
mean,
do agree.
450 feet is a long way. I don't know what people are thinking, but a car is 16 feet, right? And 10 cars is 160 feet, and 20 cars is 320 feet, and
Well,
30 cars. I mean,
I
you're
know
talking about a city block almost. You're shooting.
before I would have ever considered myself with any kind of practice at all, I fired 9 times at a deer that was about, uh, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 300 yards away from me with a 22, and I know I hit him at least once.
I shot 9 times, hit him once.
Well, and I mean, I was probably 14, and the only reason I know I hit him is because I followed the blood trail to where he jumped a ravine or something. I couldn't keep up with him, but I do know I hit him. So I mean, and even an unpracticed at 300 yards, and I hit him with a fucking 22 that's got a major drop.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
do
I
you know if you set a gun in a vise and you lock it down perfectly level,
mm-hmm,
and you pull the trigger and drop a bullet out of your hand at the same time you pull the trigger,
yeah,
which hits the ground first?
which hits the ground first. Like if you're not aiming the
Listen to the thing. Listen to this. The
all right,
gun barrel is perfectly level.
yeah,
You hold a bullet alongside the gun barrel, perfectly level with the gun barrel, right?
yeah,
And when you pull the trigger on the gun, you let go of the bullet. What bullet hits the ground first?
they should hit at the same time.
There you go.
Yeah.
And all that has to be considered when you're shooting at 450 feet. There's more to that shot than just pointing the gun, put an X on the target, pulling the trigger. You got to have elevation. You got to consider windage.
Well, the
You know,
elevation aspect I could get down with if he hadn't have been what I would consider to be, we don't know what his aim was for. I would assume his head, right? And
right.
considering he was what I would say on target, the fact that he fired at least 3 more times and didn't hit him, it just I don't know. It's a little surprising to me. But you don't know what that guy's state was, especially after he pulled the
Well,
first time and didn't succeed. He probably freaked the fuck out.
Well,
he hit other people in the crowd, though.
Yeah.
There's more to it than that because you have to think that was a hell of a pressure shot because there's people on the ground yelling
That's true too.
at him.
Yeah.
So at any moment your head is probably going to get blown off by Secret Service to pull it off. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that he's not an okay shooter.
I heard a report that a policeman did realize he was up there and went up there to confront him and then backed away because the kid pointed the gun at the cop.
Yeah, allegedly he wasn't armed.
Pardon me?
Allegedly, the cop wasn't armed.
Okay. But there should have been cops in that parking lot at the very least, if not on the roofs of the building, securing that parking area. Because the parking area was, obviously, clearly it was within range of killing somebody.
Yeah, I mean, at a minimum, I think I'd have had at least a couple people on the roof of the lower building and the roof of the higher building. Just that, I don't know. But what do I know?
Right. That's all got to come out in the wash. We don't know. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to place and point fingers at people did something wrong, did something intentionally wrong, or part of it. I just don't want to go there until we know. And that's obviously it's like carrying true crime, right? Like apparently now people are singing the praises of W.S.U. Kim has added nothing but turned the fucking horrific homicide of 4 children into something amusing. Just complete fucking amusing bullshit coming out of that broad's fucking side of her ass. And now she's gonna have her own channel. That's just fucking amazing.
Has she ever shown any receipts for anything
No.
she was supposedly going to provide receipts on? Okay.
No. And now her attitude is, how dare you ask?
I got you.
Everything she said is a lie. Every story she tells is about her and her kids. It's got nothing to do with reality because it cannot be proven. It won't be proven. And she's a sycophant that needs fucking attention. That's what it comes down to with these third-party people. All of her information to begin with was third party.
Hey,
right?
Maybe if she continues, she'll make it to season 2 of Cyber Sleuths.
You know, I just find it sad that people amuse themselves with all these conspiracies, and they're going to do the same thing with the Trump assassination attempt.
Yeah.
This is what I mean when I say we do everything in our power to avoid the reality of what's real. Completely everything within our power. We'll go down any fucking road that has got nothing to do with looking at what's true and then taking action. For instance, in this situation with Trump, it's within our ability and within common sense for us to start contacting news agencies with form letters. We want more information. We want to know why there was no one on that roof. The Secret Service should get it. The police in that area should get it. The state trooper barracks. The people in charge of that fucking operation. Who is it that decided that area didn't need to be covered with protection?
Yeah.
Those are the actions we can take with the internet. Those are the posts. These are the things we should be discussing. Who literally was in charge of that security detail? Who was in charge of the police detail and the state trooper detail? Who are the names of those people? How did they fail so poorly in protecting a former president of the United States? That's reality, folks. That's what fucking dealing with reality is taking reality as reality exists and then doing what you can within them bounds. It's not running around to all these jerk off fucking ball licking fucking shit sniffing assholes that got 58 different fucking theories to what happened here. And then you want to add your own twisted fucking thinking. It's fucking incredible. It's literally incredible how fucked up we are as a group. I guess 5.62 billion morons is probably the most accurate thing I've ever said in this stream. Cletus?
Have you got that clip that I sent you?
What clip did you send me?
The
alligator clip. No, I'm sorry, I don't.
Damn. Okay.
I didn't send it from the phone to the computer, and then I think I deleted the text. I forgot it. You know. Well, you know, there's more than just that woman that covers a 6'2" man, but there's other men that are there to protect them. I mean, there's a mix and match of people of different sizes, and genders. Let's see what the people's positions were. Let's start asking those questions. But again, we want to just do everything we can, but to avoid the reality of what happened there and try to hold accountable the people that created that reality. Right? Let's just start fucking accusing everybody. Like, listen, this WSU Kim, for all you fucks out there that gotta go listen to her, she's suggesting that an entire fucking college campus of friends and fucking associates of the victims knew hours earlier that they'd been slaughtered and did nothing about it. Nothing. And that's her claim to fame. And then she supports this crazy fucking person named Dot, who claims that there were two people there, a black guy and his white girlfriend, I forget their names offhand, smoking pot on the back porch with Dylan Mortensen earlier that morning, like 8, 9 o'clock, as if nothing had happened. I'm just, it's incredulous what these people have accused. And there's no proof, there's no receipts. And then they're going to tell you they're not going to give them to you, and how dare you question them? I'm just besides myself that people like this even have a platform or even a room to go into to say these kinds of things. You have no evidence. You're third-party bullshitters. And yet people bring them into their stream for clicks to lead you down the fucking trail of a fake reality, a fucking falsified, stupid-ass fucking reality that there's no way it's ever going to be real. And people would rather fucking... It's like, listen, man, I love eating the pig, but I ain't playing in the pen. Cletus?
Why not?
I've dealt with enough shit in my life. I don't need more.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking crazy. It's just fucking crazy. Fucking crazy, Sarge.
Yeah, I mean, look at this critical thing. I mean, Beckless, I don't know if you've ever been in a situation like that. You know, I'll tell you a couple of situations I've been in. And these aren't even like violence, but I've seen and I've helped people where their car flipped over on the road. And everybody stopped and stared. Look how many people in the crowd were fucking pointing fucking phones. You think I wouldn't have fucking ran up on that fucking roof and started screaming, "You motherfucker, get off that." I would have charged that motherfucker. How many Americans did that? You stood there with your fucking cell phones, asking for the cops to come help you. Why didn't those guys go run towards that fucking building and draw attention to themselves? No. Let's point our fucking phone and expect someone else to fix our fucking reality. How many streamers got the balls to point that out? Just this fucking asshole named Sergeant Friday that happens to see the world for what it really is. I would not have stood there and done nothing seeing that man climb up in that fucking building, getting up there with a gun. You got to be out of your fucking mind. I'd have forfeited my life to stop that fucking guy. Well, how many people that fucking really had that in mind? How many of you people out here listening to us got that fucking kind of thought? Unbelievable.
I did see a few people go up against the building, and were.
Dude, I'd have made sucker ruckus. You'd have started shooting at me, whether you hit me or not. I trust most of the cops would fucking miss, so I wouldn't be too fucking worried. But I'd have made a ruckus and charged that fucking building and started banging on that metal building and screaming, "There's a man on the roof!" and trying to climb up the fucking building. I wouldn't have stood there and watched. Go fuck yourself. So what about that? Are we going to cover that? Where's our balls? That's what I mean. We're our own worst fucking enemy. And then we're going to sit back in our fucking comfortable fucking computer chairs and ridicule the fucking Secret Service. I've seen him for 5 minutes. Well, motherfucker, you should have started screaming and yelling and running there with that big ass red fucking hair sticking out of your hat. Do something. I've seen people drop in a restaurant choking and everybody just stand around. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What's happening to her? And I pushed everybody out of the way and grabbed him and did the Heimlich on the girl. And she spit out. I don't know what the fuck she swallowed. I was hoping later it would be my dick, but I think she was suffering from swallowing food and got stuck in her throat. But the point is, I did something. Where's that spirit? Cletus?
Yeah, I don't know. I think we become too reliant upon, well, we become complacent and dependent, right? And yeah, and quite honestly, we've let our spines as a society dissolve. We'll all sit and bitch, but very rarely will we actually take any action in any way, shape, or form unless it's going to directly impact us in the immediate present. You know what I mean?
All the while filming it on their phones. Who in the audience jumped up to try to take Trump, tackle Trump, or fucking get nobody? Maybe you couldn't from there. But seeing a guy climbing up to a fucking roof with a gun in shorts, fuck that, bro. I'm charging your ass. I'm serious. I'm not going to let that happen. Not on my fucking watch while I'm an American citizen. When are we going to do something as people? Police, look, police, fuck the police. You guys yell for the police. I'm going to run and climb that fucking building. Yeah, obviously there's a way on top of the building. He climbed up some kind of service ladder, I'm sure, right? It's another one of those things, right? We could sit and assume to some degree, but until we know his exact path, how he got up there, did he go around the back of the other building? The thing that amazes me is he managed to get there with a rifle.
Yeah. Right.
And nobody took a shot at him. And that's the thing that's really fucked up, right? Is you've got a crowd full of people, and I would say a large portion so immune to the sound of gunfire that they don't even fucking jump. But you don't have anybody in the crowd that's ready to handle that situation and match force with force. You know what I mean? Yeah, there were a lot of mistakes on the security detail, and I think that they need scrutiny. But I also think that, in all fairness to us as Americans, that just see something, say something ain't enough. You see something, you bust their fucking jaw open. Okay, you throw yourself out there, you go do something. You see a woman getting fucking robbed and fucking slapped in her purse. Don't take your fucking phone out unless you're gonna jam that phone up the guy's ass. I don't want video evidence out. I want that perp taken down. You're gonna wait for the police? When did we ever start waiting for the police, Cletus? Maybe I'm just too old school. But trust me when I tell you, I would not have stood there pointing. I would have hustled to get over to try to get to that guy. No, I mean, it's just shocking me. There's more men that are more manly than me. But I'm an asshole. I run towards danger. I wouldn't run away from it. Go ahead. I was just going to say, waiting for the police to defend you is not going to be a good outcome. We had a situation one night where we thought we were hearing gunfire in the backyard, and I walked out on the back porch and we were hearing females scream. So immediately we all three got ready to protect ourselves while we were waiting on the police, but we were ready in case somebody came in the house. You know what I mean? But we weren't sitting here waiting on the fucking cops with just covering our heads, hoping to God nobody comes to the door. And it's, I think we all got to be a little bit better at being ready for shit, because there's a lot of fucking crazy motherfuckers out there. A lot of them on the internet right now. 5.62 billion.
How about those guys that get on here like JB fucking Gunner? Talk all that fucking shit. They're all tough guys with their fucking da-da-da-da-da-da. And where were them motherfuckers at that parade ground? Where were they?
At that what?
How many of those fucking guys are preppers or fucking hunters or shooters? You're country boys out there. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Some little jerk off named Sergeant Friday. My first instinct would have been to charge the guy. Guaranteed. And get others. I'm just okay. So here's the whole point. I'm saying this, folks. It's not because I'm tougher than everybody else. It's to just remind you that when I'm a part of fucking reality, you have a part to play in reality. In my part, like, I don't even carry this fucking jerk off fucking phone around. The only time I take fucking pictures with it is to send fucking Cletus the fucking stream address. I don't take selfies with the phone. I got pictures of me and the girl I was hanging out with because she took them, not me. I can't say that I don't ever use video, but it's not a cell phone that records some of the sexual crazy I do. Okay. I do use video for that, but I don't walk around with public waiting for a fucking tragedy so I can video it. Fucking lunatics in this fucking world. But do I sound unreasonable, insane? Where the fuck are the fucking Americans charging that motherfucker?
No, I think the sad part is you sound like the voice of reason that I'd say most of us, if not damn near everybody, has not thought about, because it is a really good fucking point.
We want to blame everybody but ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
The ultimate. What do I say? We've been taught to be the ultimate victim. Please, somebody, please, look at this guy. Yeah. Dude, with that big ass lock of fucking red hair and that fucking misprinted fucking hat that you had to write the fucking 4 in because you couldn't afford a new hat. How come you're not running, you big bastard, towards that fucking dude? For real. But see, here's the thing. Sarge is the asshole because Sarge, he fucking picks on people. He talks shit. He swears too much. But Sarge is pointing out reality. That's why you don't like me. If you don't like me, it's because I'm too fucking crisp on the fucking pointing out the reality.
You sharpen that needle too fucking hard before you come online for a lot of people. That's what it is.
You know,
because you're going to needle the fuck out of them.
I'm going to get you. Well, I'm not saying even some women are ballsy enough to do that. I mean, with the first assassination attempt, do you guys remember there was a first assassination attempt against Trump?
No.
Do you even remember this?
No, I don't.
How many of you out there, 1, you remember it, 2, you don't? Don't you guys remember that an assassination attempt took place already on him? Don't you? How many remember that? Say 1. Hit the number 1. How many don't? Hit the number 2. He was giving a speech and the guy in the audience pulled a fucking handgun out, but the audience surrounded him and helped subdue him. Okay?
When was this?
Oh, man. Back in fucking when he was campaigning the first time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he was giving a speech in a small auditorium or something. The guy up in the front pulled a fucking handgun and shot the gun. The gun went off. And then he was subdued, and people in the crowd did the right fucking thing. That was fucking American. But over the last 4 years, we've become so fucking conditionally victimized that some big dude that I wouldn't want to cross fucking paths with is going to just point at the fucking roof and say, "Look over here." There's a dude there, and I wouldn't want to fuck with him unless I really had to. But I wouldn't go out of my way to start trouble with a guy that size. And if I did get in trouble with a guy that size, I'd go for his fucking throat. Fuck that boxing, wrestling, fucking jiu-jitsu. fuck you. I'll bite your fucking fingers off. I don't give a fuck. Right? I'm not here to play. So where are the men in America that didn't charge that fucking building?
He said, I'll bite your fucking fingers off.
Dude, I bite whatever the fuck I can get my fucking whatever, bro. It don't matter to me. Swinging a miss and I'm latching onto your fucking forearm. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, fuck. That's
No,
funny.
a car flew up on its side one time here in my area, and all these cars stopped and people got out and they're looking, and I fucking slammed on the brakes, jumped out. I blocked traffic. So I put my vehicle in front of oncoming traffic, jumped out, jumped up on the side of the Jeep, started slapping the fucking window, and the lady's looking at me. I go, put the window down. And she rolls, she hits the electric, the power window. The window goes down. And I'm like, get out, come on, let me help you out. And I helped drag her and her 2 kids out, and the husband came out. I mean, the fuck, man? You're gonna let the fucking car land on its side, and you're gonna stand and wait for the police and fire department? What if it caught on fucking fire? You don't know what's gonna happen, man. So, but you gotta act. Is my point. And that's why I say there's so many things in this country we could fix if we all just got out of our computer fucking chairs or off our chase loungers or off our fat fucking asses and started to do something.
I disagree with that comment on the screen. I'm a fucking woman. And there was a car wreck when we were driving somewhere. This chick in a 18-wheeler or something. And when we passed by, I could see a baby in the back seat. And I pulled the car over and parked, start running down the hill. And I lose my flip-flops because it's raining, pouring ass rain. And like I had glass from her windows embedded in my feet for like a week.
Damn. How did you come to a halt running downhill?
We were going uphill. They were in front of us. We were going up a hill, and it was pouring down fucking rain. And either the semi went to the right or the car hydroplaned to the left. But it took the whole fucking outer panels off of both doors of that fucking car and broke all the windows. It hit so damn hard. And the semi kept, of course, it took a second for it to stop, but we stopped in front of the car, and she jumped the fuck out in the middle of the damn rain. Cars coming in the other fucking lane, and starts walking back there with no shoes on in the midst of all this shit.
Yeah.
Well, I had my flip-flops, but going downhill, they were like sliding, so I just kicked them off. I'm like, fuck it.
And that all, look at it. This is one of those, if we're going to be that critical of all of these fucking people in charge, and there's obviously people made big mistakes here, but you all rather go watch WSU Kim tell you fucking stories about some fucking Snapchat that's never could be verifiable, that now only fucking 20 months fucking later, you filthy fucking piece of shit, are saying you're going to get an order of a court to secure those Snapchats and get them deleted. Fuck you. There's no such fucking thing. There never was, you filthy piece of shit. And everybody that entertains her or engages her, you're filthier pieces of shit for allowing people like that to fucking have a place in our society. Fuck people like WSU Kim. Any of these fucking people. You got no fucking balls, America. What the fuck is wrong with this country? Oh, Cletus?
We've become complacent, Sarge. We've become complacent. We've become a society that instead of going after personal achievement, our personal achievement is social acceptance. As long as we fit into the fucking herd instead of standing out from the herd, we're good. That they give participation ribbons instead of fucking trophies. So you have no fucking desire to do anything but at least attend.
I'm a fairly fair-minded person. I don't have any particular issue with your gender, with your thoughts, your desires, your dreams, your fantasies. I want you to enjoy all of them fucking things. But when those things become what you're going to fucking try to force me to accept and be with, we got a fucking problem. I have to accept none of anybody else's fucking fantasies or dreams or desires. It's none of my fucking business. I don't want it to be my business. When you got a Democratic Party that shot Steve Scalise, tried to assassinate Trump twice. Somebody reminded me. They also tried doing it with a car. They came shooting out of the fucking woods to hit his limo. Right? So those were 2 previous attempts. And then this time they took a shot at him. Those people, if any of you vote for the Democratic Party, get the fuck out of my stream. Go fuck your mother, you piece of shit. Those are the people you're supporting. Because I don't want my kid knowing at 6 years old that they can have their pecker chopped off. You sick fucking bastards. Get your pecker chopped off when you're 18 above, pay for it yourself, and live your fucking life, and leave that shit away from me and my kids. We got to stand up and start pushing back. And I don't mean by any means violent. But for fuck's sakes, folks, all we do is whine and cry about it, get caught up in these rabbit holes, let people take our attention off the fucking truth. Unfucking believable. Vance is new to the scene. Look at folks. I don't give a fuck who he nominates or don't nominate. This idea Trump is going to save us. You bunch of lazy, do-nothing motherfuckers can't be saved. You're your own worst fucking enemies. You're destroying America, and you want to blame it on the Democrats. And the Democrats get away with, they get away with because you fucking people do the same thing your politicians do. Nothing. But fucking cry. They shot at Trump. Well, where was the fucking crowd chasing to beat that guy's dead body to death? That's what you should have done. Should have resuscitated him and beat him to death again. Please.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I do not disagree with that. He should be made an example of, right? But the time will tell how it's handled. Time will tell. I think it's a fucking it's just a fucking
look at all these fucking excuses. Look at this victim. Oh, us coming together means they're going to put us in FEMA camps. You fucking non-American. Get the fuck out of here before I ban you. You say anything like that again, you won't ever be allowed in here. This is why America sucks. This is why 5.62 billion people worldwide suck. Because America sucks. You got no fucking balls. You got no fucking common sense. You got nothing in this fucking country but a bunch of fucking pussies. And you're letting the pussies kick your fucking ass. The true fucking girly man pussies are kicking your ass. And you're all sitting there holding your fucking ankles. Oh, don't fuck me. Don't fuck me.
You should have been a football coach, Sarge.
What's that, bud?
I said you should have been a football coach. That sounded like a halftime speech for a losing team if I ever heard one.
I'm saying, come on, man. You people won't even write emails to the Secret Service and the other agencies demanding accountability. You won't do that in the Idaho 4 against Bill Taylor or Thompson or whatever the fuck that crack smoking claws guy's name is. We do nothing. And we got the most fucking powerful weapon the world had ever devised. It's called the internet. You do nothing. You fucking lazy, no good fucking pieces of shit. Good God, vote for me. Wait a second.
He said, good God, vote for me. Oh, fuck.
Jesus Christ. It's never our fucking fault. I don't understand it. That's what kept me on crack. My mama beat me. My daddy beat me. My stepbrother molested me. Okay? Those are the reasons I did crack. It was their fault. You fucking sick bastards. The reason I did crack was my fault, not theirs. Although what they did was violate me and abuse me and harm me and bring fucking pain and suffering to my life. I get it. But I continued with the pain and suffering because I decided to fucking hate myself and hurt myself. I judged myself for what they did. And when I fucking realized just how fucking stupid I was, I started to live in reality and life fucking changed immediately. We could change this fucking world. I'm telling you, that fucking Elon Musk is saying he had 481 billion minutes of fucking time during the Trump assassination attempt. 481 billion seconds. I don't even know how many fucking minutes and hours that is. I don't even want to try to do the math. And yet, why aren't we going after him for his user agreement? I'm telling you, he would capitulate. And we would actually, if we all started to do stuff in that direction. Even that fucking jerk off fucking Bill O'Reilly came out with some shit. Or he's telling you, Bill O'Reilly is saying what I'm saying. He's saying you go after the owner of NBC, CBS. You go after the owner of Disney. Not their workers, the owners that permit this shit to happen. and start emailing him and sending him letters and demand that he stop his employees from doing this. Fucking Bill O'Reilly, of all fucking people, sounds like me. I can't believe it. Please?
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Sorry.
That wasn't me. That was the Queen
sorry.
of Moderation with her health desk.
That was the what we nationally recognize as the Burposaurus Rex.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm drinking root beer. It happens every time. I'm sorry.
I love root beer.
No, I mean, it's good that, you know, we had a stream, I guess almost a month ago now, where we were talking about some of these bigger fucking, you know, social media bubbles using their influence toward a solution. And it's good to see that at least one is.
I don't know if I saved his stuff. Yeah, it's so tragic. I mean,
that comment on the fucking screen is priceless. We are a bunch of pussies. We are. We're a bunch of complacent fucking pussies.
We've been conditioned and trained like a bunch of fucking monkeys. Oh my God, I said the word monkey. Clue, I'm a racist. Oh my God. Oh, my stream's going to get destroyed. They're going to demonetize me.
Well, she's your moderator, so of course you are. It only makes sense.
Oh, yeah. Birds of a feather flock
together. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
She's one of them ostriches. She can't fly. Big ass bird.
He said you're one of them ostriches. You can't fly.
Yeah.
This motherfucker is on tonight.
Fucking A, bro. All original material, folks, brought to you at no charge from Sergeant the fucking Jerk Off Friday, who hates all of you. You fucking sick, lazy, no good, non-reality fucking living assholes. Cletus? I think I can make a routine out of attacking fucking people. All of you.
Well, I'd say for the past few months you have. Every night at 9.
Every night at 9.
Come get your daily dose of fucking forehead flicking.
You fucking infinite motherfuckers. Oh my God. And like I said, if you vote for any Democratic candidate, you are the epitome of fucking violence and hate. Hate. You hate your fellow man while you vote for a Democrat. And for those of you that vote Republican, you also hate your fellow man because they're as feckless and do nothing as you are. You fucking twits. That's what your party does. They don't fight back. They don't fucking put up laws or what. All the lawsuits they filed that look like they're on your side, they're going to fight to win for you. Freedom of speech lawsuit, the Supreme Court got destroyed by the court because the way it was filed and executed was ridiculous. And the court rules against the fucking plaintiff because the plaintiff's case is a bunch of fucking yarn. No facts, no damages, not even suing the fucking media companies that they claim censored them. And then you want to say the Supreme Court sided with the left. No, you fucking assholes. That's not what happened. The Republican assholes that brought the case, that convinced you they were going to fix the censorship, that talked all of that shit, everything you want to hear. They did exactly what Republicans do in the end. Nothing. They lost because their case was designed to lose, while they preached to you it was designed to win. They did the same thing with the election. That Sidney fucking Powell and that General fucking Flynn. I'd flick them motherfuckers so hard they'd never land in heaven or hell. Be a complete nothingness for them fucking people. Telling you they were going to get that election changed while they were chasing Democrats when the cheating came from the Republican fucking voting booths. You sick man.
So what you're essentially saying is the Democrats promote the violence and the Republicans are the pussies that tolerate it. Is that kind of?
They not only tolerate it, they enable it through no action or ignorant fucking action. Listen, dude, it's like me trying to direct traffic on a road there is no traffic. Screaming, I'm going to turn this fucking traffic around. And so instead of fucking trying to direct traffic on the highway, you run to some fucking cul-de-sac and direct traffic.
Or you're a crossing guard in the middle of a fucking...
Are you one of those people who rush the White House? I don't even know why you would come here and ask a fucking ignorant, stupid fucking question like that. The White House didn't have... I didn't have any problem with the fucking White House. Why would I rush the fucking White House? I'm not telling anybody to do anything violent. What is my point, Cletus? What is it I'm telling people to do? You even know?
to stop buying into the bullshit that from all sides and fucking think about facts and act on facts.
And what's our biggest weapon?
The internet.
There you go. So how anybody could come to this stream and ask me a stupid question like that? Again, that just, you're one of the 5.62 billion morons. Right? Because I'm a communist. See, that's what I mean. No, oh, here we go. You're either an algorithm, okay? You're either an algorithm or your fucking brother fucked your mother and here you are. It's one of those two things. Can't be anything else. Why your mom was fucking your brother is their business. But the fact that they created you, now you made it our business. You're an incestual fucking moron. Created by incest.
Your moderator is unable to see them.
Yeah,
so
it got me blocked.
That's okay. I don't mind pointing out to them that their whole existence on Earth is based on fucking a degenerate fucking mother that let your brother fuck her to create you. That's how you appeared.
Oh.
Anyway.
Well, now that that's out of the way.
Yeah, did you fucking they got it wrong too. It was the Capitol building, it wasn't the White House. But
I didn't even fucking catch that, but yeah, that's pretty fucking funny.
They can't even get their fucking facts straight. I mean, Bama girl, you're on top of it on and get them.
That's proof right there in the concept of what you're saying. You're gonna come and fucking attack, and you got the fucking wrong building in your attack.
Unfucking believable, man.
Oh fuck.
Oh my! The insanity of life. It's just, here's the point. Listen, if I learned anything, folks, when I went to rehab, I learned all life's problems were my own creation, my own choices, my own choosing. Period. End of story. That's true. Sometimes, honestly, mistakenly. Like I got an issue with I got a tax issue that was resolved today. That issue was created because of my laziness and not to further pursue what I should have pursued. Okay. And it got resolved, but it was very irritating for it. I bet you I got 17 hours on fucking hold trying to deal with the fucking IRS. And I deserved it. I earned that fucking because I fucked up. So sometimes it's unwittingly that you get your own way in life. And I understand it's fair. We're all human. We're all fallible. But most of your problems in life are created completely by your own conscious fucking decisions and indecisions. Right?
Yeah. That's you can't argue it. Can't fucking argue it.
I mean, come on. You guys didn't know fucking, you don't tell me. Remember that guy? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Won't you? Didn't you think that guy was gay? I don't know if he was, but didn't you think he was gay?
I don't recall ever considering it, to be honest with you.
That Mr. Rogers, you never thought that?
No.
Dude, I thought that guy was gay a long time ago. I thought he was gay.
Really?
And which was fine with me because he was a nice guy. But the point I'm trying to make is that look at the common ground we shared with the guy. They're saying he's not gay. He's married. They call that good cover. But I thought the guy was a homosexual. I really did. Really? Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Are you serious?
Well, I sat in his lap. I sat in the statue in his lap, the statue of him in Pittsburgh one time. So
did you feel anything?
Sat in his lap?
Yeah, there's a big fucking statue of him down on the riverbank in Pittsburgh. And I sat in the lap of that fucking thing. You talk about something covered in fucking bird shit. God almighty.
Captain Kangaroo scared someone else. No, but here's the reason I point that out was he did have a great message. And he was very, very good with children. And the stuff that he did, I thought was not just entertaining, but it was practical, and it was, it showed morals and it showed manners, and it was a good show. But the reason I bring up I believed he was, and I don't think anybody convinced me he wasn't, is that none of that really matters as long as you're on the same page in principle, right?
Right.
Fuck cares if he's gay. I brought it up only to make the point in principle. Nothing that he stated, nothing that he promoted, or nothing that he did was something I could contradict or have an issue with. It was all, decency to your fellow man and blah, blah, blah. Right? I don't know. That's why I brought it up. I don't know about any of the other characters. I think Ernie and Bert are questionable. But let's get off of that topic.
Oh fuck!
Holy
He said Ernie and Bert are questionable.
fucking world we live in. But those questions are not questions of fucking import when you can look at the person's actions. And so why don't we start looking at our own actions and our own inactions and our own do nothing, fucking sit back, whine and cry and become the victims? Oh, look, there's a guy on the roof. Get your phone, honey. Let's record this guy get assassinated.
That was something that was when you take and look at the situation in its entirety, right? I think the most tragic thing is the guy lost his life. The second most tragic is that it even fucking happened. The third most tragic is the fact that they're literally on mainstream media, the footage of this, what you probably see almost as many of as you do people are fucking cell phones. You see
Right.
more people filming than you do people ducking.
That one lady behind the podium would film the whole thing and she didn't get phased at all. There's a clip of that. So, and that's,
And then
these
another
people
thing
should
I
be war
noticed,
correspondents, apparently.
another thing I noticed was some media person was down, I'm guessing between the podium and the bleachers, and they literally ran over to the set of bleachers where that guy was shot and climbed up on the fucking railing of the divider wall to make sure they could get the best shot possible of this poor bastard laying there on the bench.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, you can hear him. Well, he waits until they take him off, and you can hear him say before they cut it off, he's like, "Well, I'm gonna get this shot of the bleachers."
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to document and swallow around in our fucking. Oh my god! I swear to God, I must have come from another planet. Maybe the reason I don't know who my real parents are is because they're not from here at all. Maybe they're the ones flying around on the ship you guys keep claiming you're seeing. I can't tell you, to be honest with you.
Well, maybe you should volunteer to be a test participant on the first flight to Mars.
Jesus Christ, send me there alone, Elon. Holy fuck! I'll broadcast from Mars to all of Earth. You could create a fucking Your Ass Earth's News Network channel direct from Mars.
That there is nothing more true than the fact that if I had good reason to want to get on a fucking rocket to go to do something like that, the one thing that would absolutely deter me wouldn't be the questionability of whether it would succeed or I would die in fucking space. It would be the fact of I have no idea who these motherfuckers I'm on here with are and what they will and won't fucking do.
Dude, we live in such a tragic time where the availability of actual knowledge is fucking, it's endless. No one human being can study the internet in its entirety. Not even Sarge, although I don't know about that. But anyway, yeah, your assets available to you, your knowledge, and what do we do with it?
TikTok.
We fucking TikTok our life away. Listen, it's hard not to watch some of these little clips like on Instagram. I can fall victim to that too. I started watching a few of those fucking videos. I looked down at 45 minutes went away. Where did that go? The fuck? I did more during those 45 minutes than I've probably ever done in bed for the 2 minutes I'm good for. Cletus? Holy shit, did time fly? And it was not nearly as exhausting. No sweat buildup, nothing. No hard breathing. Quite incredible. Unbelievable. What a tragedy. What say you?
I don't know. I think the one thing that I've been really paying attention to since Saturday is as much as I have paid attention to it, the media on both sides of the aisle with it, right? Because let's face it, there is no fucking middle neutral aisle there. It's one side or the fucking other, and both of them are 100% pushing against the other. I don't think I'm hoping it's gone as full force as it's going to go, but I suspect it's just fucking started. But the day of, you've got people that would claim to be on the right pushing and bitching and saying, well, this is because you motherfuckers labeled him as Hitler. And while I can understand that would be that could be a damning fucking statement, what you're also doing by saying that and labeling that as somebody on with a group of people instead of the motherfucker that put that out there is now you're giving people that are already pissed off more motivation to be fucking pissed off. You're giving them more outrage. And at the end of the day, we have no fucking idea why this guy did it. We should all just be pissed the fuck off that he did it and wait for his fucking motives to figure out what the fuck.
Right. And we should be concerned with, obviously, we have paid protection there. We have details of security. That's an answer we should, but I think ultimately the question we should ask ourselves is, anybody in that crowd that observed that guy fucking crab crawling up that roof, why didn't you charge that building? Policeman or not?
Well, and I mean, even statements like what you make about, the Democrats are the cause of all the political violence, right? I don't disagree with the facts that you make, but I think a lot of people could see that and take that and use that as motivation for their outrage because they're fed bullshit that, well, this guy had to be a Democrat. He had to be a fucking Democrat. He had to be a fucking wackadoodle liberal leftist. And at the end of the day, we just don't fucking know.
Well, look at Liz Cheney. Wait. He could have been a Republican. What do people forget about never Trumpers? How about Liz Cheney? That filthy, no good fucking cunt. With her fucking stupid ass fucking father that put us in the Iraq war just for the sake of putting us in war to enrich their fucking friends. That fucking Dick Cheney, that stupid, what a motherfucker he is. And then his daughter, the hate and vitriol she spews at Trump. And then she got in her re-election, she got trounced 3-1. Don't tell me this kid couldn't be a Republican. The fuck?
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? By the time the facts come out about him, nobody will give a fuck because the outraged vendors have already fucking won at that point. By the time it comes out what his motive truly was, nobody will fucking care because everybody will already formed their fucking position on it, and everybody will be at odds over it.
Listen, and I honestly, I don't give a fuck what any of those people at that fucking rally think. Where the fuck were you when you saw that guy go up the roof? You need to fucking answer those questions. You want to fucking question the Secret Service? I want to question the fucking people that witnessed that guy on the roof or going for that roof. The fuck? This is America. You're supposed to be home of the free, land of the brave. And you're a bunch of fucking cell phone twits. If I was out there in the crowd, I'd have drawn. If I'd have had a weapon, I'd have drawn and just shot randomly at the guy, even if I couldn't hit him on that roof to try to scare him off.
The thing I think I found the funniest about, or comical in the situation, but it's not comical, but you might as well fucking laugh about it, is the two biggest adversaries we have. One took a fucking pop shot at us in their statement, and the other one's statement was like, "Yeah, good luck. hope your fucking ear feels better soon." And that's literally it. But you've got all these other fucking countries that we pour fucking money into and spend all kinds of fucking money on that are like, "Oh my God, it's such a tragedy," blah 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 blah. But none of them are going to do a fucking thing about it.
No, like I said, I ran towards incidents where there's been danger. And it's just a natural instinct to help. And I'm not the only person that has that. We all have that, but it's been tamped down by this victimhood. I mean, and I'm telling you, Trump is one of the biggest guys. Look, he just got his cases in Florida and other places dismissed. Cases that should never have been brought anyways because they were outside the constitutional authority of the Department of Justice. Department of Justice had no business putting that fucking guy on Trump's trail for those issues at all. They had no power to do so, yet they did it anyway. Unfucking believable. Everybody running around saying, well, he could do whatever he wants. He's the president. You can't. And that's not true. Everybody creating these fucking false fucking rabbit hole stories on shit because they don't want to deal with reality. None of you want to accept reality for the reality that we've created. And make no mistake, we fucking created the reality in which we live. We're responsible for that shooter on the roof. And nobody wants to look at it for the whole of all the inaction and all the actions and inaction against actions that we've all taken. The fact that we just let these fucking businesses roll us up and trample us. How many of you would spend 17 fucking hours on hold getting hung up every fucking 2-3 hours on every hour? How many of you would continue to fucking fight until you get to the end? No, you'd wait for somebody where you're going to call a fucking lawyer, you're going to call someone else to help you, and then if they fuck it up, you got someone to blame. That's typically what people do.
Yeah, I swear it all starts with the fact that we quit seeking personal fucking achievement and started seeking social fucking acceptance.
Right.
As a society. Because if you
Hide
don't,
on the internet.
well, we were having a conversation today about two different immigrants that we each know, and the conversation came up that when one of them actually achieved citizenship, they got a little flag, right, that was given to them by the government as their sort of trophy.
Yeah, welcome, yeah.
Right, a welcome. And it's like, now, as long as you fucking make it, you're here, right? It's like,
Right. It's gone from an achiever, a
that
goal.
flag is something that the person that achieved that earned that would potentially pass down from generation to generation, right? It's something that they would be proud of, something they should be proud of. And we've taken that and made a fucking mockery of it by just creating a situation where as long as you're fucking here, you're good. And it's not just with immigration, it's with fucking everything.
With every
fucking thing, including the fucking internet. As long as you're here, you follow the fucking herd, you're good. But you stick your fucking head up out of the fucking
well, and
crowd,
let me just
and
say
we're
too,
gonna chew that bitch off.
All the false realities that we allowed ourselves to be engaged in. Listen, all the nonsense with different sicknesses, with different issues of climate, with all the different issues that those jerk offs heave at us. We stand and engage in a debate on topics that have no fucking sense of reality. They're not part of reality, folks. And you're going to argue with them. You're going to meme against them. You're going to insult them. You're going to attack them verbally and tweet and that. And you're going to participate in non-reality. And with such an intensity that now they're shooting at your candidate. It's a fucking incredible how we engage everything that's not real and argue and fight over it. I mean, the idea that you're not going to have fucking blacks or gays on the earth is fucking insane. That's never going to happen. Shut the fuck up. Go back to your church and advise the people around you. Yeah, I guess they've been around ever since mankind fucking climbed out of being an ape, or God created us. God might have fucked up in that respect. But like everything else in the world, folks, in order for you to know what light is, there must be dark. You must have opposites. Opposites are the only reason why something exists. You have to have health to have bad health. You have to have life to have death. You can't understand one without the other. Is that fair, Cletus?
That's fair.
And so then when you look at people that are brown and you're white, well, you wouldn't know you're white unless you saw somebody brown. That difference wouldn't even be a part of your fucking life. Everything that exists has an opposite, has a difference. You're straight, he's gay. Leave it alone. You got to have it, or you couldn't be straight. That just seems to be the way the fucking universe works, folks. So deal with it. Accept it. Live inside that fucking reality. Prosper within it. Quit arguing about fucking errant fucking bullshit with the Idaho 4, the Banfield boys, and cell phone pictures. And listen to someone like WSU Kim and the people that support that fucking lunatic. That's filthy to me. That people engage in that when 4 young kids were slaughtered like this. And they ignore the facts of the case. The facts of the case where the prosecution and the state and the government and the police are fucking whacked out like they are with that woman up there. I forget her name. Karen Reed. Yeah. We don't want to engage in the reality, discuss the reality. We want to talk about all these theories. So that's it. We're at an hour, Cletus. It is Trump is on now at the RNC, so maybe it's a good time to cut the show. But I want to end with you people need to grow a pair of fucking balls. We all need to grow a fucking pair of balls, come together and start doing things together. I've said it numerous times. Contact me through my email. Do you have the ability to create a fucking website? Can we link a website from this stream and put topics up there for fucking ideas and for fucking week where we can create form letters where we can all just click on it and email it into the fucking places that it needs to go. Somebody wants to help assemble that, bring it. If there's any expense at all in it, let me know. I'll cover the expense. We need to start doing something as a group. I don't care if there's 100 of us in here or 50 of us, 10 of us, 2 of us. There's some things I just can't do. And some things I just don't want to do because I'm not good at it. And I have no interest in trying to get good at it at this time or not. So anyway, hit like on your way out. Thank you, Clue. Thank you, Cletus, and all of you that came in and listened to this tirade of direct frontal assault upon your person. Awesome. You got a hell of a constitution. And we will see you tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.